Hello everyone and welcome to the quarterfinals of the SportSpiel Mastermind tournament in association with our good friends at the Mintridge Foundation. Today is the tie that I think it's fair to say particularly caught the eye when we made the draw, and it's the all rugby tie. England versus England, Northampton versus Saracens. It's Zoe Harrison and George Furbank. How are we both doing in lockdown ahead of the very intense tournament that's coming up?
Yeah, good.
Yeah, put in loads of practice for this.
I was going to say, how's the quiz form at the moment, considering we're all supposed to be experts right now?
Well, I mean, I've done enough quizzes over lockdown. I'm not sure I've won many.
Yeah, I haven't won many, and my general knowledge is shocking. So
This is going to be a great quiz.
How we go.
Exactly. So quickly to run through the format for everyone. First up is the specialist round, where you'll each get 5 questions fired at you from your specialist topics that you chose before. Then there'll be 5 questions on general sporting knowledge, and it's the best of 10. The winner goes through to face either Olivia Ray or Danielle Brown. Now, the specialist topics that you both chose were quite varied. George, you went for rugby union.
I think I forgot how Mastermind worked, to be honest.
Yeah, quite a lot of people seem to do that when they sent in their specialist topics. And Zoe picked Harrison's women. So I think it's fair to say when Will was digging up these questions, one of them was a lot harder to find questions for than the other one was.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that. It was just a case of how mean I could be to both of them, really.
Oh, brilliant.
Well, on that note then, should we find out how mean you've been? And we'll kick off with George Furbank's specialist topic questions on rugby union.
So,
He's
George,
nervous now, you can tell.
Yeah, I'm crapping myself.
George, you made your England men's debut playing at fullback earlier this year. The last man to play their first game for England in the position did so back in 2012. But who was it?
The last man to make his debut at fullback.
For England, yeah.
Mike Brown.
Alex Good. Mike Brown was the year before.
Oh, fuming. Oh, that's mean, isn't it?
Second question. Northampton Saints won the Rugby Premiership back in the 2013-14 season, winning 24-20 after extra time. Which current Northampton player scored the decisive try in the 100th minute?
Alex Waller.
Correct.
Oh, thank God for that one.
First point on the board.
Having scored twice against Australia on his debut back in August 2015, which New Zealander then bagged another try against the same opponent in the 2015 Rugby World Cup final?
When was his debut?
His debut was August 2015.
Bowden Barrett.
Nehe Milner Scudder.
God, they scored a few, didn't they, in the final?
Fourth question. Johnny Wilkinson scored 1,246 points in international rugby. Where does that rank him in the list of all-time male point scorers?
Oh, Dan Carter's above him. Anyone else above him? I'm going to go second. I think it's third, but second.
Nope, second place. Second,
Oh, yeah.
2 points.
Go for that.
And final question. Your second game for England saw you beat Scotland 13-6. In which minute did Ellis Genge score the game's only try?
Are you joking? That's actually a question.
Said they were going to be tough.
I mean, do I get like a 60-something or a 70, or is it? I'm just guessing a minute.
How lenient do you want to be, Alistair?
I think guess the minute. You've only got 80.
68.
I mean, it's close. It was the 70th minute.
But sure, I get half a point or something for that. That's a hell of a guess.
Nah, sorry. Rules are rules, aren't they? So with that is 2 out of 5 scored for George.
Not
How do we
great.
feel about that?
It's not good for your specialist subject.
you confident now, Zoe?
No, not at all.
Let's find out. Moving on to Zoe's specialist topic questions on Saracens women.
First question for Zoe then. Saracens women won their first ever game in the Tyrrell's Premier 15s 22-13, but who was it against?
Waterloo?
Yep, I'll give you that. Third Waterloo.
Yeah, sorry, I don't say that first bit, but yeah. Yes.
First point.
Second question. In which year was the Saracens women's team founded?
Was it like 1989?
Spot on.
Oh my God.
And that is drawn level.
Someone's been learning.
No, it's because they're all coming up on Twitter at the moment because there's nothing else to put on. So
Oh,
just been
Jesus.
badgering Twitter. So
Smart.
Saracens women beat Harlequins in the 2017-18 and 2018-19 Tyrrell's Premier 15s finals. But how many tries did the team score across the two games?
oh, 8.
9.
Oh,
5 in the first season and then 4 last season, I think, or the other way around. How many Saracens women's players have featured for England so far in the 2020 Six Nations?
mm, 5.
Spot on. 5.
3.
And final question. Since the Tyrrell's Premier 15 started in 2017-18, Saracens women have played 51 games. How many have they lost?
Sorry, what since?
Since the Premier 15 started, Saracens have played 51 games. How many have they lost?
2.
4.
Who else have we do?
Lost 2 in the first season.
2 in the first season. God.
Potentially 2 last season as well, if you're unbeaten this season.
And after that,
We lost to Harlequins once.
You sound like that's loads. 4 out of 51.
We don't lose.
I'd
Just
take
put my
4,
research
to be
on.
honest. With
So
that,
there we go. Specialist topics out of the way.
yeah, that is Zoe in the lead, 3 points to 2 points.
It's just going to go downhill from here.
That is the next question. What happens in the general knowledge round when we get to that? We'll see what the knowledge is like when we're not talking about rugby or Saracens.
Yeah.
George, your general knowledge questions up. Number 1. Sir Alex Ferguson joined Manchester United as manager in November 1986, but what club side did he manage before that?
Rangers.
It was Aberdeen.
I got Scotland right.
That's
Yeah, I wouldn't have got that.
no point for the country. Question 2. Who is the last non-British, non-German driver to win the Formula One Drivers' Championship?
Non-British. God, can you tell me what year it was?
I'll be nice and say it was 2007.
2007, Jesus. Felipe Massa.
No, it was Kimi Räikkönen.
Oh,
Question
dear.
3. There are 3 weapons in fencing. Can you name one of them?
I mean, surely a sword.
A sword does not count. That's a catch-all term.
What?
There are 3 different types of sword.
But yeah,
A needle.
No.
No idea.
You could have had epee, sabre, or foil.
I've not heard of any of them.
Get some more Olympics on.
Yeah.
Question 4. Who was the first woman to win a darts match at the PDC World Championship in December 2009?
This is going to break me.
It's there somewhere.
Do you know this, Zoe?
I have no clue of any of these questions, so I'm actually worrying right now.
Those
Can
were-
you pass in Mastermind? Is that like a thing?
She's got blonde hair.
That's true.
It's not. It'll come to me in about 10 minutes probably. So I could tell you.
You passing?
I'm gonna have to pass. Yeah.
Fallon Sherrock.
No bollocks. I did know that.
Final question. What colours are the 5 Olympic rings?
Blue, white. Yeah, it's blue, yellow, red.
There's no white.
So I'm not getting that now because I said white. Blue, red, yellow.
No,
Blue.
be nice.
You've got 3 colours so far.
Blue, red, and yellow.
Yeah.
Yep. 2 more.
Green.
Yeah, 1 more.
Blue. Oh. Black.
Black.
Yes.
He said white though, and then you said
Nah.
no. He was fully into the white.
I was thinking out loud.
But we'll be nice.
I think we could accept that.
Yeah, we'll accept that. That's the point. It means it's
I'm
3
level.
all. So,
Yeah.
Zoe, you have a complete wipeout in this round.
Yeah. I mean, I feel that coming.
If that does happen, then we've got a tiebreaker question at the end, which will decide who goes through. First up then, for Zoe's general knowledge. First one, did Team GB win more gold medals at London 2012 or Rio 2016?
Rio 2016.
No, it was London 2012. 29 gold medals in London, 27 in Rio. Britain's first ever Paralympic champion, Margaret Morton, died earlier this month at the age of 91. She won her gold medals at the 1960 Rome Games in 2 different sports. Can you name one of them?
Gymnastics.
No. Swimming or archery you could have had.
I mean, I wasn't born, so.
That was a guess out of any Olympic sport.
Do they even have gymnastics in the Paralympics?
That's a good question, do we?
I feel like
surely they can do.
We'll look that
you
up.
can do, yeah.
Question 3 then. Sidney Crosby is the current captain of the Pittsburgh Penguins in the National Hockey League. How many Stanley Cup titles has he won?
3.
It's 3.
I'm
2009,
fuming.
2016.
Is that actually 3?
It's
This is a joke.
It's so funny.
And with that, that's 4 points.
Winner.
Well,
That was so
last couple of questions to see what the point gap is at the end. Question 4: who is the manager of the Scotland women's football team?
Sorry, can you say that again?
Who is the manager of the Scotland women's football team?
I'm not sure.
Shelley Kerr. And finally, question 5: who was the last British man to win a men's single tennis Grand Slam title before Andy Murray did in 2012?
Oh god, yeah, I wouldn't know that one. I would have said Andy Murray, but then you said his name.
Clues in the question.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's Fred Perry.
Yeah. When was that?
That
Before we were born.
but a long time ago.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
There you go.
Really useful, those questions.
And with that, at the end, Zoe Harrison has 4 points and George Furbank has 3 points.
Congrats, Zoe. Well guessed.
So
Thank you.
Zoe goes through to the next round to face either Olivia or Danielle. Who would you prefer? Who do you think is more of a challenge?
I don't know. I have to wait and see.
So we'll see what their form is like in their one as well. Right, with that then, I hope that was enjoyable in some way and that you're not sort of kicking yourselves over some of those questions.
A little bit painful as well.
Yeah, I mean, I guessed one and won. That is fantastic for me.
And if we didn't know who Fallon Sherrick was before, I'm pretty sure we all know who Fallon Sherrick was.
Yeah, that's a real shame.
I still can't believe you said white for an Olympic ring, though.
No, I was just thinking out loud, just going through colours, you know, when you guys just going through colours, and then I realised, no, obviously not white.
Yeah, obviously it's the complete opposite to that.
Yeah, that's what helped me come up with black.
Nice one. Well, thank you both so much for tuning in. We're back with more of the quarterfinals on social media. We'll see Zoe again. George, thank you for taking part, even though it was short. But I'm sure we'll see some more Mintridge functions as well. So thank you so much.
See you later, guys. Thank you.